Hey YouTube, it's Ben. It's week 17 since I started taking testosterone. I started off, today was a needle day. Well, actually, let's give some background. Even though it's been 17 weeks, it's only been 5 weeks at a regular dose. For 3 months, I was doing 50 milligrams every 2 weeks, so it was a total of 100 milligrams a month for the first 3 months. The last 5 weeks, I have been doing 100 milligrams every week, so it's now 400 milligrams a month. So I feel like I'm a few weeks, maybe even a couple months behind when changes should actually be happening. So if there are guys out there that are watching this, they're like, holy crap, it's been 4 months and, nothing's really changed for me, don't necessarily apply that to yourself if you're going a different route with the medication. I have a pre-existing issue with hormones anyways. I have no thyroid glands, so they wanted to temper me into it, so that's why it took a little bit longer to get on the full dose. But it's been 5 weeks on the full dose. Today was I guess it's been 4 weeks. Today was the 5th shot. I'm finally starting to see some effects from the testosterone, which is nice because I've been waiting for a while, relatively patiently, for stuff to start changing. So, first of all is my upper lip. There's no way you guys are going to see it through the camera. I mean, most of the time I can barely see it myself unless I catch it in the right light, but it is at least twice as dark hairs as pre-testosterone. So, it's starting to come in all the way, not just here, which is really nice. The rest of my face, it's just the blonde hairs are getting a bit longer. It's still really soft. Still can't really see it unless you catch it in the right light. Muscles have been moving around a little bit, or at least they're starting to. I feel like my abdomen is widening out. I know that my quads have shifted. Instead of running very linear from the hip to the knee, they've kind of split out to the side a little bit, so they kind of just like poke out a little bit more than they used to, instead of just being straight up and down. What else? My appetite has increased, which is a blessing. I have always been a healthy eater, but an irregular eater. I used to be like a meal a day kind of guy, and which wasn't really healthy for me, especially since I'm in the gym a lot. So I was having to supplement with protein drinks and stuff like that. So I'm actually eating food more often, which is great. And when I'm hungry, I'm absolutely starving. I am ravenous. It's definitely a noticeable difference, which has been welcomed, especially since I'm, trying to add some muscle. I'm a growing boy at this point. What else? My sex drive has increased substantially. Without going into a lot of uncomfortably awkward details, it's a lot more extreme than it ever was before. I find that not only do I want it every day, most of the time, but I'm actually getting it. I'm making that happen every day, regardless. So that's been pleasant for me, and I'm sure for my wife as well. Yeah, so those are kind of most of like the things that are changing for kind of the better and stuff like that. I haven't had any negative issues. I haven't had any acne yet. Touch wood, cross my fingers. I'm sure that could still rear its ugly head, but I have been incredibly diligent since, pre-testosterone, but especially since testosterone, using washing my face at least once a day with a tea tree oil based facial wash. So I think that is keeping I definitely notice that my skin, it gets oilier quicker, but with, keeping it clean, I haven't had a problem. I haven't had any anger or rage issues, or been like more annoyed or anything like that. I have noticed to some degree that I am less emotional to a certain extent about certain things. Not that they don't affect me, but I find I'm able to kind of remove emotion from it, and just kind of do what needs to be done. Kind of matter of factly. Not that it doesn't affect me. I just find that I can. I'm not being run so much by my emotion as much as I used to, which is awesome. I'm feeling incredibly great about myself. I wake up every day and I'm, that much happier, that much at peace. It's really tough to explain something in words that is a feeling that is very, I'm getting a little bit stumbled here, but I have never, ever been as happy as I am now. My future is bright. It's something that I'm incredibly grateful for, the privilege of being able to be myself and really opening up to who my authentic self is, who the guy that has been hidden for so long. I'm, being very, pulling myself out of certain ruts or comfort zones that I was in before, and doing the opposite because, trying to get to know myself, and not what I was supposed to be or should be. My life is more and more every day of my own creation than anybody else's. It's really amazing. I'm truly manifesting my own destiny, and feel like it's one worth living too, which is awesome. I was going to briefly speak about surgeries. I can't come to the conclusion that come hell or high water, I am going to have upper surgery within the next 12 months. That means because of where I live, I'm going to have to pay for that myself. I could wait for like 2 years, 2.5 years and get it covered by the government, but I'm just not, I'm not interested. Being bound / having breasts is something that is affecting my earning potential as a personal trainer. I have to be active, and it's really hard to exercise / I won't usually exercise bound. And, I don't want to be the guy with boobs, the personal trainer, the dude with boobs. So, that has to get done. And like I said, it's going to happen within 12 months, if not sooner. Ideally, it would be nice to be in the next 4 to 6 months. So, yeah, so that's going to be awesome. I also want to end this video quickly with the fact that I did my shot today on my own. My wife usually does them for me, but she's away. She's been away this week. And I kind of had it lined up with a buddy to, you know, go stop by his place and he'd do it for me. But this morning, I was just like, screw it, I can do this, and I did it. And it was, you know, I feel pretty awesome. I feel pretty proud of myself, and it's nice to know that I can do that should I need to. So yeah. Other than that, everything's pretty awesome. Weather's so good. And, you know, sending out love to all my dear friends and family that watch these, and you YouTubers. So, I guess I'll talk to you later. All right, bye.